secret behind the evil eye of a narcissist that you must know as soon as possible. Ever experienced the unsettling gaze of a narcissist, leaving you bewildered and enraged? If so, you're not alone. In this video, I'll delve into this peculiar phenomenon, offering insights to help decipher their mindset. My aim is to provide valuable guidance as you navigate towards reclaiming your agency and liberating yourself from toxic dynamics. Seeking to break free from a relationship with a narcissist. Exciting news. Personalized one-on-one sessions are now available for as little as $1 per week. Simply click the link below to schedule an appointment and embark on a journey towards healing and happiness together. Let's delve into the intriguing topic of narcissists' gaze. Understanding this subtle cue may empower you to navigate interactions with these individuals more effectively, eventually gaining the upper hand. I'm thrilled to share the wisdom gleaned from assisting countless others in exiting detrimental relationships. Rest assured, you're in good hands. Stay tuned for daily uploads on this channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay ahead of the curve. Be the first to access insightful content aimed at fortifying your resilience and breaking free from narcissistic influence. Let's take back control of our lives and thrive once more. Alright, let's delve into those peculiar self-centered eyes. Initially, they may seem ordinary, but soon enough, they take on an eerie or unsettling quality. At times, they appear devoid of emotion, fixed intently upon you. What's the story behind this? To start, narcissists thrive on having egocentric individuals in their orbit. From a young age, they've honed their ability to navigate social landscapes, keenly observing and interpreting the behavior of others to ensure their survival. These covert narcissists are adept at constant observation, meticulously studying those around them to emulate desired traits. Their mirror neurons fire up, enabling them to mimic the characteristics of their targets, particularly those they seek to manipulate. Their intent gaze serves a dual purpose: to scrutinize and dominate. It serves as a reminder of their omnipresence, ensuring you remain within their sphere of influence. This constant surveillance can evoke a sense of discomfort, as if you're under perpetual scrutiny. A narcissist's stare makes you feel like you're not even a person, while a caring person's look makes you feel like you are. It looks more like a possessive, frightening glare that says, "I will get what I want. We both know that you are mine." During the trash phase, this feeling is especially strong. During this stage, the narcissist sees you as their biggest enemy and wants to destroy you. Their look tells you that if you get rid of them, they will become a threat or an enemy. For a narcissist, there are only two sides. You're either for or against them. You are their enemy if you are against them, because you might reveal the secrets they have worked so hard to keep hidden. Because narcissists see you as a possible threat, they want you to know that they are watching you. No logical thought is possible when the emotional system takes over in their brain. They are not thinking clearly. Because of this, they can't think or reason, and a different part of their brain takes over. This is why their stare may look empty or even scary. This change in how their brain works explains why their gaze looks so mean, and why they seem to disappear for a moment as their reasoning brain stops working. It's because of the dominance of the limbic system, which is a completely different part of the brain from the part that controls rational thinking. This mental shift can be so strong that narcissists don't always remember what they were saying or doing when they were in it. When the narcissist's rage part of the brain turns on, it often causes narcissistic injury and then anger, which makes them act in harmful ways. This can be especially scary if you're dealing with a dangerous narcissist who stalks or even hurts people. When dealing with a harmful narcissist, it's important to do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. Get help at a shelter, or make sure you have a strong network of people who can help you. Don't forget to set aside money for emergencies, find a place to stay, talk to the right lawyers, and get in touch with the right doctor. As a safety step, you might also want to think about getting injunctions. Narcissists aren't thinking straight when they're in this state, so keep that in mind. They might even have a blackout-like event, which makes it even more important to put your safety and health first. It's interesting that there is a science reason for narcissists' eyes looking so scary. When someone is angry, their sympathetic nervous system, SNS, is activated. This leads to physiological reactions like faster breathing, racing heartbeat, and dilated pupils. Because of this, when they're mad, their eyes might look darker. A lot of the time, narcissists try to find any reason to excuse their horrible behavior. The problem is that it's hard to tell when these episodes will happen because of the physical response that comes with anger. It's hard to know when a narcissist will become angry after feeling hurt because of something. It's even harder to guess what will make a narcissist angry because even small things can set them off. Small things can make them angry, like if the waitress brings their drink late, or if someone cuts them off in traffic or gives them a strange look. During these times, they black out or log out, acting out of anger instead of logic. It's important to know the signs and know when a narcissist might get dangerously angry, because this kind of behavior can be dangerous. Always remember that there is never a good reason to hurt someone. It is never okay. It doesn't matter if they say they can't remember what they did. They might be telling you lies to get you to accept them by saying they weren't acting like themselves, or by talking about a stressful day, being abused as a child, or other personal problems. Or they could blame you and say that you weren't understanding, caring, or sensitive enough, or that you looked at them funny or talked too loudly at dinner. Remember that there is never a good reason to treat others badly, no matter what their excuse is. It's important to know that statements like, "I would never hurt you on purpose," or "I didn't mean to," are not acceptable ways to say sorry. These kinds of comments don't excuse or explain away their actions. Don't forget that it's not okay. Let's say it again in the comments, not okay. It doesn't matter if they hurt you on purpose or get so angry that they lose control and hurt you, then say they don't remember. You should get better. Additionally, you have the right to be safe, both physically and mentally, and to be kept safe from sexual harm should that happen. A sign that something is wrong is when you see a narcissist's eyes change and get darker. To keep yourself safe, you should stay as far away from them as possible at these times. Okay, this is just one of many signs that something is wrong. To keep yourself safe from narcissists who might hurt you, it's important to notice these warning signs. Don't forget to join this station to see more videos. Remember that today is a great day to start bargaining for what's best for you. Remember that they can only win if you give up, which you don't have to do since you have so much help and support at your disposal. Salutations, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel. Here, we embark on a journey deep into the intricate labyrinth of narcissistic personality disorder, endeavoring to illuminate its convolutions and carve out pathways to restoration. If our mission resonates with you, and you wish to join us on this expedition, I urge you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell. By doing so, you'll remain abreast of our latest offerings as we endeavour to furnish you with enlightening content on a consistent basis. Today, I aim to tackle a question that often haunts us throughout our journey to recovery. Does the narcissist truly comprehend the gravity of losing us when they depart from our lives, or when we summon the courage to break free from their clutches? It's a question brimming with profound implications for our healing journey, and delving into it can yield invaluable insights into our experiences. So let's embark on this exploration together and unravel the intricacies of the narcissist's realization of the repercussions of their absence. It's time to delve deeper into our encounters and arm ourselves with empowerment on the road to recovery. When a narcissist chooses to depart from your life, they firmly believe it's the best decision for their own interests, even if it appears entirely misguided from your perspective. It's paramount for you to uphold your sense of worth amidst this challenging period. Take a candid look at the efforts you invested in the relationship. You possess the capacity for boundless love, complete with your flaws and imperfections. Despite any shortcomings, you wholeheartedly endeavored to nurture the relationship with the narcissist. Perhaps you provided a nurturing home, financial stability, cared for their children, or even embarked on the journey of parenthood together. You might have exchanged vows, symbolizing your profound dedication. Yet, despite your unwavering efforts, the narcissist chose to walk away from a potentially fulfilling bond and from an exceptional individual like yourself. It's particularly difficult for compassionate souls like you to comprehend why someone would abandon a seemingly promising relationship. It feels like a squandered opportunity, and the pain can be profound, especially if you were fully committed to making things thrive. Upon the dissolution of the relationship, the narcissist remains steadfast in their belief that their departure is the correct course of action. They harbor the conviction that they are progressing towards something superior. However, more often than not, they eventually come to realize the value they lost in you. Nonetheless, their acknowledgement may not align with your expectations, as their perspective is shaped by their unique personality disorder. Let's attempt to delve into the mindset of the narcissist. When they opt to depart, they perceive the situation in stark terms. They believe the relationship has reached its natural conclusion, having extracted all they could from it. Their perception of you differs significantly from your own self-perception. Instead, they assign blame to you for the demise of the relationship, viewing you as inadequate once they've depleted your usefulness. It's a brutal outlook, but it encapsulates the mindset of narcissists. They firmly believe they're making the correct decision by moving on to someone they perceive as superior to you. While immersed in their newfound relationship, narcissists rarely spare you a thought. You might only cross their mind if you happen to re-enter their life somehow, perhaps by attempting to caution their new partner, seeking closure by contacting the narcissist, or retrieving your belongings, or if someone else mentions you in conversation. Their attention is wholly fixated on their current partner. Narcissists thrive in the present moment and seldom dwell on the past. They fail to cherish the pleasant memories you shared or acknowledge the love and care you bestowed upon them. At present, their sole concern revolves around their current life and the individual they're currently involved with. However, let's not lose sight of the fact you were an exceptional partner to them. Your quest for understanding, seeking answers, reflects your genuine concern and empathy, qualities that set you apart. If you were a narcissist, such introspection and contemplation wouldn't hold much importance. While they might produce YouTube videos on narcissism, it's not for personal growth. Their focus remains squarely on themselves. Narcissists are so entrenched in their belief of self-righteousness that seeking enlightenment or assistance, especially on a platform like YouTube, seldom occurs to them. Their sights are set on forging ahead, fulfilling their desires, leaving behind the past, including you, in the pursuit of their new relationship. But remember, their departure doesn't define your value or identity. It's not a reflection of your inadequacy. Rather, it underscores their distorted perception of reality. They view individuals as mere tools for their gratification, disregarding emotions and inherent value. Despite their blindness to it, they were fortunate to have you. When in the company of someone genuinely kind-hearted like yourself, narcissists experience a temporary boost in self-esteem. This often propels them into hastily entering new relationships without much contemplation. At times, they may even revert to past partners while seeking new ones, or worse, overlap relationships, a phenomenon known as monkey branching. Fueled by a false sense of invincibility, they make impulsive decisions, only to realize their folly later. If you happen to hear about their erratic relationship patterns post-breakup, it's a testament to the rarity of finding someone as remarkable as you. While they may find others willing to tolerate them, discovering someone who truly cherishes them as you did is a rarity. Despite their words upon departure, deep down they recognize your value. Discovering someone like you who perfectly fulfills their needs is akin to hitting the jackpot. Departing the relationship, they do so with a sense of assurance, buoyed by the presence of someone exceptional like you. However, finding a replacement of equal caliber proves to be a daunting task. If a narcissist doesn't swiftly exit their new relationship, it's often indicative of them pursuing specific objectives. Once these objectives are attained, they're inclined to move on. And who do they frequently turn to when seeking an exit? Indeed, it's often you. Time and again, regardless of the passage of time, they tend to gravitate back unless you've explicitly communicated their unwelcome status. So, do narcissists genuinely comprehend the loss incurred by your absence? Undoubtedly, especially when faced with adversity. Their hubris and lofty expectations, partly influenced by your presence, frequently lead to their downfall. As they encounter challenges, observations from friends and family about their apparent contentment with you prompt them to reassess their choices. Gradually, they may begin to view you in a positive light again, albeit not necessarily due to your intrinsic qualities, but rather the comfort and stability you provided. It's a classic case of narcissistic introspection, where their inflated ego impedes acknowledgement of their erroneous decision to depart from you. However, should they realize their current situation offers little improvement, or worse, exacerbates matters, they might contemplate revisiting their decision and seek to re-establish contact with you. Yet, if you've unequivocally expressed disinterest in reconciliation, that's a different narrative altogether. The crux of the matter lies in whether narcissists truly comprehend the value they forfeited in you, and indeed they do. Deep within, they acknowledge the loss of someone embodying integrity, unconditional love, unwavering support, and genuine care. However, their inflated ego prohibits them from conceding to this reality. Hence, it's futile to seek validation from their attempts to re-enter your life. Validation from individuals exuding negative energy holds no significance. Your intrinsic worth stands firm, independent of external affirmations. Despite narcissists often returning to reliable sources, their recurrent pattern ultimately leads to the dissolution of relationships. It's a lamentable cycle, but ultimately it's their loss. Grasping the intricacies of narcissistic personality disorder proves pivotal in recognizing the futility of reigniting connections with individuals devoid of empathy, exploiting others for personal gain. Once this realization dawns, one can break free from the emotional shackles imposed by narcissists. Educating oneself about NPD is empowering, facilitating the prioritization of one's well-being and the cessation of investment in inherently detrimental relationships. I hope this conversation has offered you some valuable perspectives. Always hold on to your inherent value. You don't require validation from a narcissist. We'll be delving deeper into this topic in the near future. In the meantime, make self-care a priority. If you found this information helpful, please support us by liking, commenting, and sharing this video with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for updates on future content. Also, consider checking out the complimentary book and scheduling a personalized consultation linked in the description below. Your engagement and support mean the world to us as we strive to raise awareness about narcissistic abuse. Thank you for your time, and take care of yourself. Many of us have encountered feelings of regret at some point in our lives, stemming from realizing that our past actions or inactions led to unfavorable outcomes. Regret, a potent emotion, can significantly impact our mental well-being. In this article, we'll delve into whether narcissists genuinely experience regret upon losing someone. To grasp this concept, it's essential to understand the nature of sorrow and whether individuals can genuinely overcome it. Remorse often arises from feelings of guilt or regret, stemming from the recognition that we could have acted differently in the past. For some, regret serves as a catalyst for behavioral change and making different choices in the future. However, for others, it can become a persistent source of anxiety and self-doubt, with the ability to overcome it often tied to one's self-awareness and emotional intelligence. The question of whether narcissists authentically mourn the loss of a loved one is complex. Narcissists, akin to predators, rely on the energy and resources of those around them for survival. They strive to mask their predatory nature, presenting themselves as omnipotent. However, beneath this facade, they are hollow, fragile, and insecure individuals. Their genuine response to sorrow and loss is enigmatic. Unlike typical individuals, narcissists do not experience genuine sorrow. They lack the ability to empathize with others or comprehend how their actions impact those around them. Their focus remains solely on fulfilling their own needs and desires, viewing others merely as tools to achieve their ends. Consequently, when faced with the loss of someone, they do not experience genuine remorse or guilt, as they do not perceive the individual as possessing their own desires and emotions. Instead, a narcissist might offer an apology as a manipulative tactic to regain control over the person they'd lost. They may seek to shift blame onto the individual or induce feelings of guilt for the loss, all in an effort to regain dominance. Moreover, they may employ deceitful tactics, such as making false promises of change or using flattery and manipulation to win the individual back. However, these apologies lack sincerity, as they are not rooted in genuine feelings of remorse or guilt. The current dilemma revolves around whether narcissists truly feel regret upon losing someone. While they may experience a form of sorrow, it differs significantly from conventional understanding. It's common to question oneself following a setback, be it the end of a relationship or the loss of employment. Yet, here I am, pondering what could have been. However, the concept of sadness holds a different meaning for a narcissist. They perceive only those objects and individuals deemed valuable to their self-interests. It's akin to peering through a narrow aperture and only seeing what holds significance to them. Those who fervently serve the narcissist's false persona are valued solely for the benefits they provide. If you supplied the narcissist with attention, resources, or other desires, you were merely a means to an end, a source of supply they sought to maintain not out of genuine affection, but out of utility. As a result, a narcissist's experience of sadness differs significantly from yours. If I regret their departure, it's not because I genuinely cared for them, but rather because I've lost access to their perceived value and benefits. They'll simply seek out a new partner who can provide the same level of attention and effort. It's easier for them to maintain an existing relationship than to seek out a new one. Similarly, it's simpler to retain an employee than to hire a replacement. While they may miss the convenience of having someone fulfill their needs, their true lament lies in losing a partner who would shower them with unwavering affection and hold them accountable for their actions. The reality is that narcissists require assistance regardless of its source, making it effortless for them to find a replacement for you. As long as someone can fulfill their desires, their identity holds no significance. This realm lacks empathy and is characterized by pure self-interest, solely focused on achieving personal goals. It epitomizes selfishness. Put simply, a narcissist doesn't experience guilt in the same manner as you do. Even if they feign remorse, it's not rooted in genuine feelings of sorrow or guilt. Instead, it's more about preserving their source of supply and maintaining their benefits. Following a breakup, a narcissist might attempt to reach out with apologies like, "I regret letting this happen. I had an epiphany and realized my mistakes," etc. These are merely attempts to manipulate you into feeling inadequate and abandoning your own needs. A narcissist's inability to feel genuine remorse stems from their lack of moral compass. While we all have our own sense of right and wrong, narcissists prioritize only themselves, disregarding the well-being of others. Their behavior is driven by self-interest, devoid of empathy or concern for the impact on others. Awareness guides our actions, helping us distinguish between genuine and fabricated emotions, understand our successes and failures, and navigate social norms. However, narcissists lack this introspective capability. They are solely focused on maintaining their false image, regardless of the harm inflicted on others. It's futile to mourn the loss of someone who never valued you for who you are but instead exploited you for their own gain. Survivors of narcissistic abuse must recognize the manipulative tactics used by these individuals and take steps to protect themselves. Narcissists may feign regret, but it's merely a facade. Their lack of empathy prevents them from truly understanding the pain they've caused. They view people as disposable objects, easily replaced when no longer useful. Therefore, any expression of remorse is insincere, aimed at regaining control rather than genuine remorse. Recognizing these red flags is crucial for anyone